Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming sort of an impromptu video because Stray Kids just announced their technically second world tour. I know I'm gonna try to get tickets, I'm hoping for the best. And if you're like me and you're planning to go to one of these shows or maybe another group's tour, I'm here to tell you pretty much everything you need to know about the concert. Buying tickets, traveling, parking, what to bring, what to wear, well maybe not what to wear. I've been to quite a few concerts and festivals, both K-pop and Western artists. And for those of you who maybe this is your first concert you're planning on going to, or it's your first K-pop concert, I want to give you a couple ideas of what to expect and how to handle things. Of course, as usual, this video will be focused on mainly Stray Kids because their tour is coming up next and I've been to their show before. And I did make a video about that experience specifically, so watch that. It'll be the first link in the description. Anyway, let's get to what you need to know for your first K-pop concert. Number one, buying tickets. For starters, make sure to keep updated with groups on Twitter or Instagram because that's where most of the announcements are going to be posted, and that's where they'll tell you what company or site they're using for ticketing. 90% of the time, these groups are going to be using Ticketmaster for their American shows. And though I don't love ticketing sites, I think Ticketmaster is probably one of the easiest. You'll want to get tickets as early as possible. Like I said, the group's company will be updating you on Twitter and Instagram and other social media of when tickets go on sale. Make sure you have that date written down in your calendar, reminders, whatever you need to do if you really want those tickets. Believe it or not, one of the best ways to get the best seats for the lowest price is to buy directly from the company on the day the tickets go on sale. And this is also the best method for avoiding scalpers and scammers and anything like that. You'll also want to check if your group has any kind of pre-sale going on because that will be your best shot at getting good tickets. For example, BTS has the verified fan pre-sale and they have the ARMY fan club membership, which you have to pay for. I was able to get pretty good seats for BTS because I had bought tickets in the past, and so I got a code for pre-sale the next time. Obviously, my situation was pretty unique because of COVID, but groups still offer verified fan pre-sales is what it's called, and it's where they email you a code so you can get early access to tickets. I'm filming this on March 7th. Stray Kids announced their tour on March 5th, I believe, so I have no idea if Stray Kids is going to be doing any kind of pre-sale, but like I said, check their Twitter, check JYP's Twitter, check Ticketmaster in case they do have some sort of early access to tickets. Using multiple devices. So if you've ever seen those TikToks or Instagram videos of people buying tickets, they often have like tons of devices trying to get tickets at once. This is not really necessary if you're only planning on going to one show. If you plan on going to multiple tour dates in multiple different locations, then yes, you probably need multiple devices as well. And this is just so you can get the best seats for the lowest prices at the same time. If you use multiple devices for one venue, it can really mess things up. I do not recommend it. Often it will log you out of one, or it will glitch out, or just not work entirely, so it's not worth it. Just use one device. On top of that, Wi-Fi connection is actually very important. So if you have a bunch of devices connected to one Wi-Fi router, the Wi-Fi is gonna slow down because it's taking up all that bandwidth. So having less devices connected to your router is actually better for your Wi-Fi speed. And you'll want decent internet so you can get the best seats as fast as possible. Ticket buying is stressful. There's no getting around it unless you want to pay thousands of dollars for resale tickets. But if you want to get the best price, it's gonna be stressful. Just stay calm. Arrive as early as possible to the queue. I know some people say, you know, you don't have to arrive early. I always do just in case, and I've been able to get good seats, so it's up to you how early you want to arrive. As long as you arrive to the website before the queue actually starts, then I think you're okay, because as far as I know, you get randomly put in the queue, so you can be in number 1 spot, the first person to get tickets, or you could be in like 4,999. I don't want to go too in depth into ticket buying because there's so many videos out there that explain it way better than I do. But my number one tip for Ticketmaster is do not click on the first seats you see. Unless they're really good seats and they're a reasonable price, I do not recommend it. This is because even if a venue appears sold out, tickets will keep coming back up, whether that's people drop their tickets or the venue decides to release tickets in spurts. You still have a good chance of getting good seats an hour after tickets go on sale. I explained this in my District 9 Unlock video, link in the description, but I actually spent 3 hours getting Stray Kids tickets and I ended up getting P2 tickets, which is the second best section you can get. And that's because tickets would keep popping up even after it looked sold out. They would have seats that just come up randomly and you were able to get them. Actually, I did the same thing for BTS. I think I waited around 35 minutes for better seats to show up and I ended up getting seats in section 114. This was my view, it was pretty good. So once again, just wait around, see what comes up. My last tip for buying tickets is have your payment payment info ready to go. Ticketmaster allows you to put your credit card or Apple Pay or whatever you use into your account in advance. So when you check out, you just click check out and you're done basically. This is just to ensure that you get your tickets as fast as possible and as easy as possible, and no one can steal your tickets. For Ticketmaster, and I'm sure it works this way for a lot of others, if you have your tickets in your cart for a certain amount of time, they can just go back up on sale and people can snatch them straight from your cart. So the best method to avoid that is to have your payment info ready to go and you just check out and you're done. You have the tickets. Number 2, traveling. This one will be brief. Right now, driving to the venue would probably be the best option as opposed to flying. I always think it's more worth it to put your money into the concert experience rather than the living transportation experience, because the concert is going to become your memory as opposed to transportation is just temporary. So if possible, choose the cheapest method of transportation. Have a relative or a friend drop you off at the venue if possible. Having someone drop you off or public transportation is usually better than something like Uber, because Ubers can actually get super stressful and super busy after the concert, and sometimes it's impossible to find a ride home. So making sure you have a reliable mode of transportation is super important. You want a way there and you really, really want a way back. Just be smart about it. If you're traveling farther away and you need to stay somewhere, I recommend choosing hotels as opposed to Airbnbs. Airbnbs have gotten really expensive recently, and hotels are gonna be the cheaper option, especially if it's just you and another person or you alone. And like I said, I think it's more worth it to put more money into the concert rather than your living, so just have a decent hotel to stay in and that's all you really need. However, if you have extra money and you want to stay in an Airbnb with your friends, I'm not saying you can't, that might be fun, but just choose what you value most and put your money into that. Number 3, probably the most important, what to bring. My mom is vacuuming very loudly. Okay, we wait. Now this can change with every venue, every group, and every tour, so make sure to read the venue's list of what you can and can't bring to the actual concert. I'm just gonna be showing you what I've almost always brought to every concert I've been to and what usually is permitted and not permitted at a concert. Number 1, clear bags. Pretty much every concert I've ever been to has required a clear bag to see everything you have, to make sure there's nothing dangerous in there. Most venues have a size requirement. This is probably a medium-sized one, maybe on the larger side. This one is 10 by 9. And it should fit pretty much everything you're gonna need for the concert. Okay, the vacuum has started again, I'm sorry. The most important thing I bring is my wallet. It has my IDs, my money, everything like that. Sometimes you do need an ID, but having a secure wallet is just good to bring to a concert. It looks like this when it's in my bag. So far I've had no issues with it, but probably a smaller wallet is better. Of course, you're also gonna wanna bring your tickets. You can print them out, but almost always your tickets will be on your phone. Ticketmaster has a way of transferring your tickets from the app to your wallet if you have an iPhone, and I'm sure there's a method for Android as well. When the tickets are in your wallet, you don't need an internet connection to access them. So say you don't have internet at the venue for whatever reason, you'll still have your tickets on your phone and be able to get in without any issue. As you can see, I'm hiding my card, but I have all my actually past tickets from past shows on my phone wallet, and this is on the wallet app, and it's made getting into concerts really easy, so I definitely recommend putting them in your wallet before the concert when you have a stable internet connection. Next, if you have a light stick for the group you're seeing, definitely bring it. It is so fun to have a light stick at the concert. Almost always they'll have merch available at the concerts, and whether you want to wait in line is up to you. I know at the Stray Kids concert, they sold out of light sticks, these ones, pretty much immediately. Luckily, I had already bought this in advance, so I recommend doing the same if shipping costs aren't too bad. At Stray Kids, I did actually see people in line for merch while the concert was starting, and honestly, you just want to be in your seat by then and not worrying about merch, so get it in advance if you can. If not, get it after the show. Sometimes the lines can get really long, so it's up to you if you want to wait. Also, just out of respect, only bring the light stick for the group you're seeing. This should be common sense, but you know, you're seeing BTS, don't bring a Stray Kids light stick. If you're seeing Stray Kids, don't bring a BTS light stick. Support the group you're seeing. On top of having your light stick, you should also bring extra batteries. It is not cute when your light stick is flashing red in a sea of blue. These concerts are usually 2 to 3 hours long. I recommend bringing a change of batteries if the venue permits it. Also, put in the batteries in your light stick prior to the concert. You may have heard it's not good to keep batteries in your light stick. That is true. It can damage your light stick after a long period of time. But the day of the concert, while you're getting ready or whatever, putting batteries is not going to be a big deal, so definitely do that in advance. And I just get my batteries on Amazon. And the light stick, I did get it over 2 years ago now, but it's from Sub K Shop. As far as things you cannot bring, don't bring big banners or signs or anything like that. Almost all venues will have you throw those away or not allow you to bring them inside. I cannot remember what these are called, but you are usually allowed to bring these inside. I know for BTS, I saw people with these inside, so these should be fine. It is official merch. I don't know know if that makes a difference, but official merch is usually okay. It's just big banners and signs is where it can be an issue. As far as drinks and snacks and water, almost all venues do not allow you to bring any of that inside. It's kind of like American TSA. Usually if you bring water, it has to be completely closed or brand new. Some don't let you bring water at all. Food is almost never allowed. I've never been to a venue that allows food inside, mostly for safety and business reasons. That's pretty much it for what I personally bring. I like to leave room for freebies. People love to pass out freebies. A lot of the times you'll get free candy, free photo cards, stickers, like people's art. It's really cool. So I like to leave a little space for that. Also banners for fan projects, you'll want to leave room for that. There's one right there. So that's about the size. Those are actually okay. If you want to bring those to the concert, usually they'll let you. It's also just better to bring less stuff. Less is more. But also just bringing less stuff is probably better and safer. Especially if you're unfamiliar with the area, you know, things can get stolen, you can lose things, and it's just easier to not carry so much at once. Number 4, kind of what to wear. I really think you should be able to wear literally whatever you want, but I do highly recommend comfortable shoes. And you don't have to sacrifice style for comfortability. My favorite Converse are so comfortable. They're these Converse, but they're actually really comfortable, and I was able to stand in line for like 3 hours wearing those. And they're cute. I think they're cute. So you can find a happy medium. I usually go for more comfortable overall though. Here are some of the outfits I've worn to concerts. Obviously, I didn't go to concerts for like a year or two because of COVID, so my fashion sense is not super developed, but it's getting there. I know a lot of people think K-pop concerts are like a fashion show, and honestly, walking through those concerts, it kind of seems like it because everyone's outfits are just amazing. But don't pressure yourself. Like I said, wear whatever you want. Go for comfortability, go for cuteness, take cute photos, have fun. And that's tip number 5, have fun. My battery's dying, so I have to go. If you have any questions in the comments, let me know. I will answer them. It's not like I have thousands of comments. And this was just a quick video. I wanted to get this out there, so yeah. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!